As you know, we've always been very committed to video, at least on HuffPost since I arrived with the company, the video company I sold to very well, and obviously over the last couple of years we've been building out HuffPost Live, building that to more than 100 million video streams on a monthly basis, and bringing it in its own right to profitability, which I think is quite impressive in this day and age with a business that's only a couple of years old. So on the back of that, the success we've had with that, the interest we've had both from the audience but also from advertisers, we thought we need to do more in the video space. We actually really want to double down on it in 15, and one of the things we're doing is, to your point, it's the HuffPost Show, which is a weekly show. It's launching on Friday for the first time. It will be shot in front of a live audience and live aired, and it obviously is very exciting for us. It'll be a satirical news show, so it'll be kind of our take on those type of shows, and we planned that obviously a long time ago, but obviously it's helping us that since then Colbert has decided to do something else. Jon Stewart just announced that he wants to do something else, so it feels like the timing couldn't have been better, even though we obviously didn't talk with these guys and didn't know that they were planning to step down. At the end of the day, we all know that even though there's a lot of talk about cord cutters and cable not being as important as it used to, then it still has a huge audience and a huge draw. So obviously for a business like HuffPost, of course it's interesting. We know we have quality content and we know it can live on many different platforms. We have done things on OTT with Hulu and with other people, and have had good results with that. So actually the next frontier for us is really to see, is there a deal that can be done for us in cable, and what would that entail? And we think, the things like the HuffPost Show, but also we're planning a number of documentaries coming later this year. We think a number of those things would have a natural life on a more traditional cable channel. So that's the hope, that's the next frontier for HuffPost. It's still early days, so I can't tell whether that will happen in the beginning of the year, end of the year, or next year. But we're definitely committed to trying to make that happen.
And Jimmy, we've talked about the monetization around HuffPost Live. You don't interrupt the stream, is that right? Or you do? Or tell us how you work with brands and how that's developing. And it's kind of unique, I think.
No, it is. At the end of the day, we also talked a little bit about it on the panel we did here at 4A today, about how you do these things. And I think just as when we talk content marketing and native advertising, it is really about creating content that the audience wants to come to. At the end of the day, we are in the business of building an audience and having readers and in this case video consumers, and the brands obviously they want to make sure that the brand gets across, but you need to find some common ground where you're not kind of dragging down one or the other, and finding ways that it really works. And for us it's worked kind of to do brand integrations. When we launched HuffPost Live, we had launch sponsorship with Verizon, with Cadillac, that came on early and wanted to be part of this new thing that we did, and obviously gave us a lot of creative freedom and was very supportive in what we did. And then obviously for the VOD business, is obviously it's its own business where you have post and pre-roll around those clips, the 2-minute clips cut downs that we do on the back of the stream. But in the stream, in the live experience, we try not to have a car in the studio or to kind of really feel that we're selling things to the audience, because it needs to have high editorial integrity and high editorial value for our audience to really consume it. As you know, we have the HuffPost Partner Studio. HuffPost Partner Studio is really our content studio that creates content for advertisers, sits on the business side, have editorial talent that just does that, because we're very nascent of the Chinese wall. We want to make sure that we have editorial integrity, so those people are not working on the business programs. But at the same time, I also think actually this year we're going to start to see custom programs that have more video in them. Obviously that's something that has been difficult and expensive to create, but I definitely see a trend there, and we, to that end, we've brought in a new GM for video for HuffPost called Nathan Brown, and he's that's one of the areas that he will focus on, making sure that our HuffPost Partner Studio can actually also start to offer video content, customized video content for the programs that we are running for the bigger brands. So that's also going to be exciting to see how that rolls out over the year. And with Leo Burnett, obviously we've had so far a really good run. It's still early days. The reason why we did that partnership was obviously we believe that we have a fantastic platform on the digital side, and we know that we're great at content and we can amplify messages and brand messages across that platform. But at the same time, we also know that obviously consumers have many different touch points, and we actually believe that strategically you need to be anchored in the brand strategy to really make sure that the content really amplifies the best possible way and get across different touch points. And to that end, Burnett, of course, have always been about storytelling, about great narratives for brands, and obviously have also a media arm that can make sure that when we have things that can live on TV, we can bring it to TV as well, or to print, or to outdoor, or to other things. And I think that's where I think content marketing, brand and marketing is growing up, and brands like Burnett, advertising agencies like Burnett, wants to take that to the next level with a much more strategic approach, which obviously we are big fans of, and so far have been very happy with the results we've seen with them.